be the master and who will be the slaves in a future dominated by super-intelligent machines.
Here with Matt Christian, our first IFBB Pro physique, men's physique in the history of the IFBB Pro League, back from, what, 3 hip replacements?
3 hip surgeries, 1 replacement.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, and we're here at the Zoo Gym live with APS High-Tech, the High-Tech Pharma brands. Obviously, how long you've been with APS now?
I've been with APS for over 2 years now.
Over 2 years. 2 years being an athlete. Now, how did that start? How did you get in touch with the brand?
They actually hit me up. I was living in West Hollywood at the time, and they hit me up and said, hey, we're looking for kind of the Mr. All-American guy next door.
Kind of a Hollywood look to him, you know.
Yeah, I fit that bill good with, you know, my height, weight, dimensions, hair, and all that kind of stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you've just been basically training through some of that pain. What's that like to feel that pain and trying to measure the difference between, is it just pain or am I pushing it too much to injure myself more?
Sure, yeah, it's been brutal the last, I'd say 5 years. I had about a 3-year period before I had the last hip replacement done. That was brutal, man. It was painful. Every step of cardio was like a knife, you know, right there in the groin, man.
Right there.
So it was it's all mental though, man. It's really all mental. Once I got the hip replacement done, incredible doctor, Dr. Jimmy Chow. There's a new way they do hips called Superpath. So after I got it done, yeah, I was still in pain. I'm still in pain now when I train, but knowing that I can't mess it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing that it's not just gonna snap or dislocate or anything like that enables me mentally to push it as hard as I can. It's just super tight.
Yeah, because you still got to do legs, and it requires that hip force, right? Thrusts and stuff.
You still got to do legs, and for me, I do legs more than anything else because obviously that became my weak point after not really being able to train them for a while.
Yeah.
And when during the initial accident that I was in, I had to train in a wheelchair.
Oh my
and then
goodness.
I trained in crutches, and then it was a cane, and then
Training in a wheelchair, what is that like? I mean,
it was difficult. If it wasn't for my friends and family, I wouldn't have been able to do it because obviously you walk in a gym and you got to have someone rack your weights, re-rack your weight. You know what I mean? Help you get around and stuff like that. So it was taxing. I mean, it took me 9 years before I would start competing. I started with bodybuilding before men's physique, but it took me 9 years to get my legs to match my upper body from the initial car accident because I didn't want to step on stage and not matching. Right. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Of course. Yeah. You want to be all upper body, chicken legs.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo. Right. I didn't want to deal with that, so it took me 9 years to get the wheels, and then I started competing in as a middleweight in the NPC, and then of course went to the national level for bodybuilding, and then when they came out with when I heard the IFBB was going to come out with men's physique, man, I still remember.
Hit you perfectly,
dude. I still remember being at my friend's house, opening up the magazine, saying, "Dude, I'm gonna be the first guy that does this. I said, what I'm gonna do. This fits my personality." Right. You know, and well, the rest is history at this point. But
all right, so talking a little bit about your past, let's talk about fast forward to the future. Where can we see you now and on the stage and some of your projects?
Sure, yeah. So this has been basically my comeback year. My first show back will be July 29th here in Boca Raton, Florida. Was going to do that. I really want to do the Dennis James back home, back in Phoenix, but I don't know what happened with that show. It just kind of got removed from the list somehow. So I'll be doing the show here. And then it's a lifestyle for me, man. So I try to do as many shoots as I possibly can year-round, get my name out there. Right. And, you know, training to me is therapy. It's a mental game. And it's my therapy. The muscle you build is just the side effect, you know? Right,
okay, I like that quote. Bodybuilding and fitness is a therapy. The muscle you build is the side effect.
Yeah, the aesthetic part's just the side effect, man. We're all flesh suits walking around, so to me the outside is, you know, it's important, but the inside's way more important, you know?
Okay, all right, cool. Now, you being an APS athlete, is there like two particular products that stick out in your mind that you say, you know, I can't get through my week without using these products?
There's actually 3 products that I use almost every single day from APS, and that is plasmagen nitrate. I love popping those, 6 to 10 capsules about 40 minutes before I work out.
And that's to help with the pump, the nitric oxide?
Exactly, that's to help with the pump, the nitric oxide. So I do that nearly every day. Also, obviously, I do mesomorph with the DMAA. Okay. I don't do mesomorph every day. I do it on the days that I really feel I need it the most. If I'm stressed, if I'm tired, if, you know.
To get through, yeah, the extra push helps.
Or if it's leg day, for sure, I'm going to be on mesomorph. And then, of course, I do isomorph usually twice a day.
Which is the protein isolate.
The isomorph 28. Yeah, it's amazing, man. We have so many different flavors, but for the last 2 years, I've done nothing but orange creamsicle.
You know, yeah, they're getting some very interesting flavor systems now. Almost like you don't even want to go to the ice cream parlor anymore. You just go to Vitamin Shop or your favorite, you know, supplement store and start getting some proteins. Obviously, isomorph helps with your post-recovery.
Oh yeah, it's protein, it's clean, hydrolyzed, you know, it's or isolate, it's super clean. I think it's filtered or processed like 4 times. Okay. So you're not going to get any bloating or anything like that with it. But yeah,
I think that scares a lot of people away from, you know, the commodities product side of the proteins, where they're looking for a clean, safe, non-bloating protein.
Yeah, and they're not always easy to find, but here at High Tech and APS Pharmaceuticals, we have them. That's what we have. You know, you're not going to bloat. But what you said about the flavors cracks me up, because you know, with the mesomorph, we've got like green apple candy now, juicy fruit, rocket pop. You know, I mean, they're killing it. They're killing it with the flavors.
Yeah, making it easy to swallow, right? Easily.
Yeah. Okay. Cold water, man, you can't beat it.
Is there anybody you dedicate your victories, your comeback, your career to?
No doubt my family, my parents, my 3 sisters have been there for me since I started all this. You know, at 16, I was like, I want to be a fitness model. Right. And they were like, you should go to college, you know. And at 19, I dropped out of college and I started pursuing personal training, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And they definitely, after my first show, they didn't really know what to expect when I was 26, did my first bodybuilding show. I think they thought I was going to lift weights on stage or something like that. But after I won, I just started winning everything. And they were just like, oh my gosh, you can really do this, you know. Right. But when I moved back from LA to Phoenix, my life changed when I met my girlfriend, Heather Schneider. And man, she just really helped me become the man that I always wanted to be, you know. And I'm at such a good point in my life right now. I feel so balanced and, you know, in every way.
You're balanced, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, mostly that's due to her. Okay. Yeah.
Where can people follow you at? I know that you have a tremendous Instagram following. Do you do any YouTube, Facebook? I'm
looking to actually do some more YouTube with Heather. We want to kind of talk about fitness and fitness relationships and stuff like that, you know. But you can find me at Matt Christianer on Instagram. You can find me at Matt Christianer on Facebook, or Matt Christianer IFBB Pro.
Of course, on the website. What was the APS website?
APSnutrition.com. I think it's hightechpharma.com or hightechpharmaceuticals.com as well. And then my website is christianertrainingrevolution.com. Nice. I do IIFYM, I do macros. I have software to do, you know, basically video workouts for people and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, follow this guy, IFBB Pro, men's physique, first men's physique. Been around for a while. Several hip replacements, using the APS athlete, die hard. Hollywood goes Phoenix, goes South Florida, back to Phoenix. Catch them in a bunch of shows up in July, or in Muscular Development, Fitness RX, MD Latino, of course, APSnutrition.com, hightechpharma.com. This is Kit Sanderson with our slogan. We always say, never give up, right?
Never give up.
Okay, nunca te des por vencido. Ciao.
Did you use unnecessary deadly force?
I used everything I had.